Now, the Spring Planting Festival. I have never heard of it before, but this is why this show is important, because now we get to bring it to other folks who have never heard of it before. And why should we go?
Well, the Spring Planting Festival is a place where people can pick up plants that you're usually not going to find anyplace else. One thing that Geneva Springs Farm specializes in and is very proud of is the fact that we have a lot of heirloom plants that you're not going to find at your big box stores. We have a lot of different varieties of tomatoes, peppers, okra, eggplant, watermelons, cantaloupe. We have a little bit of everything.
So why is this something that you guys are so passionate about, to even have a festival for it?
Well, I started gardening with my grandmother, and when I went to medical school, of course, time became a crunch. But my late partner's father said there was a pepper that could not be grown in Mississippi. And that was a challenge. So we're not only growing the hot Portugal, which is the pepper he said couldn't be grown here, we're growing about 150 other varieties of peppers as well.
Oh, wow. So, okay, when I get to the farm, Geneva Springs Farm, when I get there in Pickens, what do I need to do? Do I need to find you? Who do I
We'll be out. We'll have trays of flowers. So right now we'll have flowers, herbs, peppers, tomatoes, and then just general plants, which is going to include, as I said, okra, eggplant, cucumbers, things like that. And so we'll have myself, I'll be there, as well as other members of my family and some people who work on the farm, and we'll be able to kind of guide you through what you're looking for, what you see, what some of the benefits of different plants are, what grows well in this area, and that sort of thing.
Okay, so you brought some stuff this morning in front of us. What are all of these things? And especially, this kind of looks like an herb, but you said it's not an herb.
Well, no, this is an old-timey plant called the touch-me-not. And
you can touch it?
Well, it looks like that, and I know you can't see that because it's small, but it actually blooms. They bloom in pink, red, and purple. And the reason they call it a touch-me-not is because this plant produces little seed pods that are little fuzzy pods that look like footballs. And so when you touch them, the seeds explode out. So that's why they call it the touch-me-not. You can plant one of these, and you'll probably get 100 plants to come up around it, just because as the seeds, as the pods open, more plants come up. And so these, even though they're annuals, which means normally they die in the winter and they don't come back, these will come back because the seeds are already in place.
Now, what is this?
This is a nasturtium, and this is also kind of an heirloom plant. It is an annual as well, will not come back up year after year. But the good thing about nasturtiums is not only are they pretty, but the flowers are edible.
Oh! So
you can use them in soups, you can use them in displays. I've had people use them on cakes. And it's a completely edible flower.
And this is mint. We all know it when we see it.
Well, kind of rub your fingers on the leaf there.
Oh.
Take a whiff.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's real strong.
So this is orange mint. It actually has a citrus taste to it. So the kinds of mint, we will have chocolate mint, which does have a cocoa taste, orange mint, pineapple mint, mojito mint, and also some basil mint. So we'll have different kinds of mint depending on what each individual person wants to grow. The thing about mint, as I was telling you earlier, is this is not something you need to plant outside unless you want it to take over whatever you got it in. It can literally cover an entire planter. So most people keep these in pots. And if you keep them in a pot, I would recommend putting something underneath it so that as the roots grow out, they don't come into your ground. If you sit the pot on the ground and the roots grow out, you will still have mint coming up around that pot.
So if I don't know what I'm doing at all and I'm thinking about planting something, which of the three would you tell me to do?
I would probably do the mint, just because, I mean, you can't, it's deer resistant, it's drought resistant. It's really hard to kill mint. You literally have to mow it down repeatedly in order to get rid of mint. And even then it's not very effective because the roots are still underground. So it takes a lot to get rid of mint.
All right. So now this is happening this weekend. I want to show that information on the screen, and I want you to tell the folks again why they can't miss out on it.
Because we're going to have things that you don't see, that you don't find, things that if you worked in a garden with your grandmother, your grandfather, those are the kind of plants we're going to have. We're also going to have peppers that you're not going to see anyplace else. We've got bell peppers, but we've got chocolate bells, purple bells, black bells, white bells, yellow bells, orange bells, and striped bells. And we've also got Carolina Reaper and Dragon's Breath, which are currently the hottest peppers that you can obtain seeds for.
Oh, my goodness. I'm excited. And, you know, I have to take a trip. You told me that already. When am I coming to work? I'll be there soon. How about that?
Well, we normally put plants in the first 2 weeks of April. We always plant after Easter. I'm a stickler for the after Easter thing. So after Easter, we will be putting in sweet potatoes, white and purple. We will be putting in watermelons, cucumbers, okra, eggplant, cabbage, collards, turnips, mustards, peppers, tomatoes, eggplant. And I'm forgetting something. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting squash.